Hey everyone, I get questions from you guys from time to time. I haven't actually had the question in a while, but I thought it would be one that's interesting to talk about. And it's about designer ready to wear and whether it's actually worth it. Are there any pros or cons to it? And is there a way of being able to get it and not pay such a price? And I've got some kind of tips, I guess, if you're not used to buying ready to wear but you're interested in it. I've got some information on sales and how to get sales, how to make quite a big saving on this stuff. And I'm also going to talk to you about the experience when you're buying it in different brands, and then talk to you about whether it's actually worth it, because this stuff is expensive. As I talk, I'm going to show you some of the items that I've got, and I think I've pretty much included everything. I first purchased my first designer ready-to-wear item back in, I think it was 2016 or 2017, and it was the Balmain blazer. I'd wanted it for years. I did actually have a dupe of it at the time because I really wanted it, but at that point in my life, I didn't buy designer clothes because we're talking thousands most of the time. And I always used to think, if I'm going to spend that on something as frivolous as luxury, I'd much rather it be a handbag than a jacket or something like that. But this Balmain blazer was just something that in my head, it wasn't going away. I ended up buying it. And I tell you what, I felt amazing when I put that blazer on. I've said it before, it's a great blazer. Dior ready to wear. Okay, so with Dior, I love that place. I shop from there a lot. As you know, I'm probably quite boring when it comes to that. Bags don't tend to go on sale. Bags and small leather goods, except for if they're in a seasonal style. But most of the time, those pieces, even if they're seasonal, most of the time they've already sold out by the time the sale happens. The sale tends to happen at the end of June for most of the brands, and you also have another sale that happens just after Christmas. Sometimes I think I've known there to be a sale as well in the autumn. So there's definitely 2 a year, there's possibly 3. For Chanel, it's always the first day back in January that the sale starts. The next thing that I bought, and it wasn't on sale, and I'm very glad that I bought it, is I bought my first bar jacket. Wasn't intending on doing it, but it was honestly a case where I put it on and I fell in love with it, and I didn't buy it that day. And this goes with most of the ready-to-wear. I will think about it and I'll go back after a while. And I also like, when I'm trying stuff on, I like to take a photo of me in it and then just think about it, look at that picture, because sometimes how you think it looks when you get some photos, it can look differently and you can change your mind on it, or you can be like, no, I definitely want that. So doing pictures is great. Even better is if you're shopping with someone, get them to do like a quick video of you on the phone where you can like see all the way around it. Because again, if you want to go and think about it, that's a really good way of seeing it from the view of someone else that you kind of can't see yourself. This jacket here, this was a real wild card for me, and I wasn't going to buy it. I tried it on, I really liked the look of it. Took a whole load of pictures. I think I might have even put it on my Instagram, because I thought, God, it's a bit out there, you know, it's like red tartan at the end of the day. And I kind of looked at it. I didn't buy it that day. I actually bought it probably like 2 weeks later, after really thinking about it and looking back on the pictures and like the video clips I took, and that's when I decided to buy it. With Dior, what you get for your money is you obviously get the coat hanger. Same thing goes to Balmain. You get the coat hanger, you get a cloth dust bag. With the service, you get pretty much as many alterations as you want. So if you're between sizes, or let's say that proportionally your bust might be bigger than the rest of you, you might go up a size in an item and they'll just come and alter it for you so that it custom fits you perfectly. And that service, I have actually used that service on everything except the top. No, I did use it. I've used that service on everything I've bought except like the t-shirts and the jumper, pretty much.
I thought while I show you some other items, I would briefly cover the private sale and what that is, as well as how you get invited to these flashy parties, breakfast, lunches, dinners, trips abroad even, it happens. Oh, before I do that, these sneakers are what you are seeing me wear in this video, and I thought I'd mention them because, wow, they are comfortable straight out of the box, new. And I also have a 10% coupon, which should work on them, so I'll put that below. Private sales. A private sale happens typically the week before the sale goes live to the general public. And the way you get invited to it is it's kind of insider. So your sales associate will tell you about it and you get to go in and you can kind of browse and buy before it goes on general sale. To get invited to parties, it's really about how much you spend. In my opinion, I think that's what it is. Normally, you're, unbeknown to you, by the way, this skirt is from eBay and the real thing from Dior is like £6,000. I'll link to this as well if I can find it. Really, it's about how much you spend, and in the background, they tend to put your name forward for things. You won't know about it, but then that's kind of how you get invited.
With Chanel, I've got three items of ready to wear from Chanel. I do prefer Dior because the pricing is more realistic. With Chanel, for like a tweed jacket, you're looking at 5,000 plus, which to me for a jacket is just crazy money. So the two that I've got, the first one is this, and I adore it. It's from is it pronounced La Pausa collection, which I think is 2019 spring. I'd seen this, but I hadn't ever seen it in real life, and I actually ended up buying it at Heathrow Airport, and they only had one left and it was my size, and I tried it on and I felt amazing in it. I love the fit of it. The tweed on this is very similar to the pink tweed on the classic flat bag that I've got. It's quite thick, it's soft, it's almost like it's kind of like a material version of the teddy bear material that you get on the Max Mara coats. The second Chanel jacket I've got, guys, this was £15. Let me tell you how. This I bought for 40% off in beginning of this year, beginning of 2020. I'd gone into Harrods, the sale had been going on a while, and so I didn't think there was going to be anything left, but I went and had a look at ready to wear. I saw this jacket and I thought, that could either look gross on or it could actually look quite nice. And I tried it on and I just loved it. 40% off, but here was the thing. So it was 40% off, but I happened to have Harrods points, so whenever you shop there, you get the rewards card, you collect up points, and then at the end of the year you can trade in your points. I had a serious amount of points, because don't forget, was it last year or the year before? We bought our furniture from there. We bought the sofa and the coffee tables and lamps and all kinds of things. We've also bought our TV from there. I had enough points to buy this jacket, and there was only £15 outstanding balance, and I bought it. And I felt like I robbed the place after. Honestly, I was really pleased with that. The Chanel items also come with their own coat hangers, which, like the Dior ones and the Balmain ones, are velvet. They also come in a dust bag, but the dust bag with Chanel is different to the dust bag that you get with Dior, or at least it has been for me anyway. It comes in like a white zipped up dust bag. One thing I don't like with Chanel is, with the 3 ready-to-wear items I've bought from them, I was only offered a dust bag once. When I bought the £15 jacket, the girl was like, ugh, because it was £15. And I literally got it, it was like thrown in the bag, and it was like, there you go, bye. With the one that I bought at Heathrow, I didn't get a dust bag with it because I don't think they had one or something. There was something really confusing going on, but possibly they didn't have one. Whereas with Dior, it's all kind of like pretty much perfect, and you don't have to ask, and everything comes out ready to go. So do I think ready to wear is worth it? Well, when it comes to cost, no, I don't think it is. Yes, everything's going to fit you amazingly, and if it doesn't, they will tailor it until it does. But all you need to do is go and look at ready-to-wear items pre-loved on the internet to see that none of this stuff holds its value at all. Now, this skirt that I'm going to show you here is from Christian Dior. It's from the Ralph Simmons, you know, when he was kind of in charge. And this skirt would have probably cost way over $1,000, probably over $2,000, because I've already got another skirt from Dior and that was something crazy like that. This skirt I bought for £200 and I got it on Vestiaire Collective. So can you see the price drop? The great thing with ready to wear is it does tend to be excellent quality. You can wear it and dry clean it until your heart's desire, and it stays together, it fits you perfectly, looks great. Quality's really good, etc. But it doesn't tend to hold its money. So from that point of view, I don't think it's worth it. I think for me, when it comes to designer ready to wear, the things that I've bought have really been things that I've known have been a complete loss leader. It's not like with the bags where a lot of the time, except for Dior, you can buy a bag from a brand and be confident that you can, you know, get your money back out of it. Eventually, if you ever wanted to sell it. But I always buy ready to wear, knowing that if I ever tried to sell it, I've just burnt money basically. But the things that I buy because I love them. And I think this is proof as well that with most of the ready to wear, if you don't like logos, that's not all they have. You know, they've got logoed items, but with the Dior dress I showed you, or the Chanel items, that like with the Chanel stuff, there's a tiny logo on the buttons, but you wouldn't know. It's just very well made and looks really good on. I think, unless there's something you've seen and you can't stop thinking about it and you love it, I think try and buy pre-loved. You will get more for your money. You might not get the alterations. However, you can still go to like a private tailor. I have a tailor that I've used for years and she's brilliant, and I just take sackfuls of stuff to her house and she just makes it fit better. So you can find people, and these people will do it for, you know, a really reasonable price. I really hope you've enjoyed watching this. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.